procrastinators, and welcome to Nerd³'s Bricking It, a show where I'm going to probably very boringly talk about my hobby, which is Lego. As you can probably tell, I fucking love Lego sets. Any money that I spend that isn't on rent or food goes on Lego. I have no other vices apart from these tiny little beautiful brick buildings, etc. And I'm going to go through this, not what you can see in the background here. This is part of my town. I'll maybe do a special episode on the entirety of my Lego modular set, which is now at this point colossal. In fact, the Lego is scattered around the four winds of my house. So getting it all together would be impossible. In fact, if I got all the Lego that I own together in the same place, the world would end because we'd all be sucked into the black hole that would form. But today I'm going to just go through two little sets that I've got. One that's I think is one of my favourite ever Lego sets, and one that is more general interest. And we'll have a bit of a chat. Just notice you can see me. Look, you can see how much hand movement I do, even when you can't see it. You can see my reflection, like, waving. Right, let's get started. Now, let's get started with some context, because when you build a Lego set, so this one here, from the edge of this building, so this whole building here, plus this blue building here, is sort of one modular building set. This is half of one. This came with two. That whole cinema over there is another one. And I've added these roads and things extra. So this is one big modular set, about 2,300 pieces. In a set like that, you get a few spare bits, because they do things, they measure out how much you get by weight, so you end up getting a few spare bits. This is the amount of spare bits. Hang on, I will gently try and refocus. Look at that, I'm getting good at cameras. This is the amount of spare bits that you get in that set. So this was the spare bits that I got from this set, which is the most recent one, the Detective's Office, these two here. I got this many spare bits from that set. Now, this is my collection of spare bits that I've picked up over my, 2 years of building Lego. I've built a lot of Lego! This is really the only way that I can show how much Lego that I've got, is that I have almost filled this thing up. So, this is one set. That's everything that I've got. This series is going to be 30 billion episodes long, but it's going to be awesome. And we will start with a build I'm not entirely fond of, but I think it's pretty cool looking when it's done. Hang on, I'll do the right intro music for this. Boom, boom. Yes, a lovely Lego DeLorean. One of the Cuso sets, which is like ones that fans vote on, and then it may get made. I have a lot of issues with this set. Not the minifigures are actually quite fun. I've just pulled bits of it off. It is the most fragile. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Second hand has to come from top because of weird camera placement. Let me rebuild. Hang on, you see nothing. You see nothing. Oh, fuck it. A lot of this is going to fall apart when I play it. It is the most fragile Lego set I own. Let's see how close I can focus. Oh, there. So you can see the minifigs. So this is the Marty McFly minifig with his lovely little jacket. And a skateboard. Not a hoverboard. A skateboard. Tut, tut, tut. Although we did have a skateboard in one of them, so fuck it. It was the second one on the hoverboard. Never mind. Although this is the DeLorean from the third one, so yeah, whatever. And a lovely little Dr. Emmett Brown here, looking terrified. Does he have a second face? Hang on, 'cause sometimes they have second faces on the back. Yes, he does. I'm going to swap him for a more happy face. Excuse me, I'm doing this off screen because I'm an unprofessional bastard. There we go. Whee! He's looking happy. He's doing the can-can. Anyway, go over there. Back to the Lego. So yes, it's got two little bricks under here, which is how it's hovering. I felt something else just fly off of it then. You can, in fact, take those off and flip the wheels up, if I remember rightly. Yes, you can. Wheels up, wheels up, wheels up. And because this is Lego, it just simply falls away. And then it can, well, if I put that wheel up properly, it can be driven just like a proper little car. Meow, meow, I'm an adult. Anyway, yes. A few things that irritate me. One, it doesn't fit both minifigs. That really irritates me. Minifigs don't fit in this thing properly. They sort of just don't go. They don't, there's no flat enough space. Their fucking heads don't fit under unless they're leaning back. And then you can't fit two of them in because they're taking up too much space. These bits constantly fall off, the bits that are pretending to be a frame. These are just broke. They break all the time, and the doors move, but that breaks. It just breaks in every single possible way, but wherever the focus is, here-ish, it's absolutely fucking gorgeous. It's definitely from the third film. There's the underside for you. A little bit of Technic going on there, I believe, on the underside, especially these little pipes and stuff here. Love the back bits. If they were in the right place. It is the most fragile set. This is printed, the out-of-time little license plate at the back there. There's also a future one, but I can't remember where I've put that. That may be one of my spare boxes. There's one if you want to set it in the future. So I've set it with the Back to the Future free front and the Back to the Future 1 or 2 out of time plate. Oh no, that was from Back to the Future 2 that they had their future plate. This is basically all 3 of the cars in one in a condition that I like. Anyway, oh, and it's got the thingy from 2 as well. Oh my god, I'm the worst Back to the Future fan. Reverse! Reverse before they know anything else about me. This next set is nothing like that. It's from a film I know none of you have watched, and I haven't even watched, but it is a fucking beautiful set, and I have to reach over there to get it. Yes, a little stagecoach, with dust on it because it's been on top of my shelf. Should have dusted beforehand. From the Lone Ranger movie with Johnny Depp over here. Was this with Johnny Depp? Was this Johnny Depp? Hang on, let me focus a little bit. Was that little Johnny Depp with a compass and a raven on his head? Probably. Comes with Johnny Depp and Cowboy Man and the other Cowboy Man. Oh, that might be the Lone Ranger himself. Yes, I can't get quite closer. Touch the screen. Touch it with your guns. And a lady who's going very fast right now. Or she's super... No, she also has guns. Not seen the movie, but I fell in love with the stagecoach and just had to have it. It was a weird one because it was like £80. Everywhere I looked for this thing, it was like 80 quid, and I have no idea why. That's not an £80 set. This is like a £100 set sort of thing in the back here. This is not an £80 set. I ended up getting it for 30 by someone who was actually selling it for a reasonable price. But in all the shops, for some reason, it was around the £70-80 mark. I don't know if this was rare or something, but it is absolutely gorgeous. So we have the little horses at the front. They come off in some way that I can't remember, and I don't particularly want to break this here. There's a thingy on top that's filled with gold, and it has these lovely wheels. It does have a fair bit of movement to it as well. It's held together quite nicely. Hang on, spin around! Good. Handbrake turn on the horses. On the inside, with the stiffest doors in the world. Gah! There's nothing. It looks like a teapot, I've just realised as well. Anyway, the reason I really like this one is it's sort of built upside down. Some of the techniques they use, you sort of build it upside down, then flip it over and click it in. And the amount of times these wheels pinged off when I was doing that was hilarious. So it is one of my favourite builds. Also, there's this thing on the back, and I can't remember what it does, but it catapults something in some way. What does that do? I really didn't do any research for this today. There's a, yes, I remember. I can't remember how to activate that, though. There's a thing that flips out a briefcase or something. Maybe that happened in the film. Maybe that didn't. But I think this has shown you the level of unprofessionalism I'm aiming for here. The fact that I also just kicked the camera doesn't help. I'm going to go now. I like the wind, Bullseye. Off the stage, Bullseye. Right. That was one episode of me going, hey, look, there's some Lego. Tune in for more. All 3 of you that are still interested. Johnny Depp, why the fuck are you still in frame?